Susie, let's talk about government response and maybe some of the discussions you've had with the government. First of all, how has the response been? Has it been adequate for the sector?
I will say that this government has been listening. We've had a very open conversation and dialogue with them since the very beginning. I mean, we were one of the first industries that were hit. We were the canary in the coal mine. And so we've been an informant, if you will, to government and a leading indicator of what was about to happen to the rest of the economy. So they've been open. They have responded by putting a number of programs in place and amending some of the existing programs to ensure that there was a deeper level of support provided to the hardest hit sectors. So we're pleased with that overall relationship, but the economic situation is incredibly dire. We have a forecast in front of us based on our latest member survey that says 70% are not going to make it until the summer. And so much as we have these programs built, and I think the nuts and bolts are there does need to be a further tailoring in all of these programs to ensure that there is enough support to get us to the other side. I would say that it's as though we've been thrown a lifeline or a life jacket, but we're still in a boat in the middle of an ocean in a hurricane, and we still have to get to shore.
Wow, that's an incredible number. Was there anything in the economic statement that was helpful to the industry?
Absolutely. The government's loan program for our sector did not work. The BCAP program, the one they originally launched in the early phase of their response. And the reason for that is because the banks have said, look, you're just too risky. We don't have a line of sight on when you're going to be able to repay these loans. So we're cutting you out of this program. And so what they announced in the fall economic statement was a fix to that loan program. It was called, it's called HASCAP, the Highly Affected Sectors Credit Availability Program. And what it does is it guarantees the risk. So the government picks up 100% of the risk. It is on favorable terms, which allows us to repay it over a 10-year horizon. Some of the details are still coming to fruition, and we're quite concerned because we need to get the design right if this program is going to hit the mark. But it was certainly something that we were asking for, and we were pleased to see it come to fruition in the fall economic statement.
And what else do you need from government to have this sector survive to and beyond the summer?
The other thing in the fall economic statement that they did is they leveled the playing field from a taxation perspective. And this was a long-standing issue that we had with the short-term rental industry, like Airbnbs, who were operating a comparable product but who were not paying tax. So that is supposed to come into effect in July, which should level the playing field for hopefully a summer tourism season. But in terms of what else we need, the free money is in the wage subsidy, and it's in the fixed cost relief support. We are hoping to see a further tailoring of both of those programs past March to ensure that our industry has enough to get it across the finish line. We are assuming that this loan program is going to work. We are assuming that it gets out the door and it provides enough liquidity. But at the end of the day, you can't pay debt with debt. And so there does still need to be enough relief being administered through these programs. And we are going to need to see a deeper level of relief support through both fixed cost and wage subsidy past what they've forecasted to March.
We've got about 30 seconds left. Assuming that the vaccine continues to be deployed and utilized, does that give a ray of hope to the industry, Susie?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's so much pent-up demand out there. People want to get out of their houses. They want to travel. They want to get married. They want to have a vacation again. What I'm worried about is that we might lose the critical infrastructure that supports this industry. And people might wake up in a post-pandemic period and realize that there are no holiday options. Entire communities are at risk of getting wiped out because they are tourism-based businesses, and those businesses are very much at risk if we don't see some of the amendments that we are looking to see. So the vaccine is helpful. We are excited to see that roll out. We hope it means we get a tourism season, but frankly, honestly, my biggest concern is making sure that we actually have a standing industry by the time we get to the summer in the first place.